What was her name? I love action-packed movies. You know, all kids do. All young boys do. And I'm still a young boy at heart.
Hey, you all. So I just wanted to come on here and let you know that Thomas Tiny Lister Jr., Friday actor, dead at 62 after apparently experiencing COVID-19 symptoms. Now, guys, I'm just going to throw my commentary in right off the bat. I believe any black person that dies or passes away or expire from natural causes or anything unrelated to COVID is going to be diagnosed with C19 just so they can pander to the black community to get the vaccination. I'm just going to say here, according to the mark of the beast in Revelations 13, chapter 13, that's part of what's going on in the world today. And also I want to say James 4:7 says, submit yourself unto God and resist the devil and he shall flee. And one thing we as black people don't do, we don't resist the devil and his antics and his devices against us. They will set up a famine, the dry land, the drought, and then they'll come right behind it as an antichrist and say, hey, look, we got the problem. We got the stimulus. We got the unemployment. We got the loans. They take from you far more than they give you back. And then half the time, they don't even give you anything back. And if they do give you something back, it steady leads you to the slaughterhouse to be slain. Now, Dr. Anthony Fauci, I do believe his name is, a part of the task force for COVID. He introduced a black woman, and I'll try to insert her name, and I'll try to insert a picture of her here. But he's trying to pander her to the black community to say, hey, look at here, everybody. We have a black woman on the board of the vaccination, and she helped invent the vaccination, just like he was on the patent back in 2003, 17, 7, something like that. I'll try to grab the patent as well and put it in here if I can. But Google the patent if I'm not able to get it. But his name was on a patent with Bill Gates as far as inventing the COVID-19 coronavirus.
So anyway, on there, is there a vaccination against it? Now, I'm going to put somewhere here on the screen a patent that has to do with Bill Gates, the Pure Bright Foundation. And in this patent, Dr. Anthony Fauci, aka Dr. Anthony Fauci, but he's false in my book, so we'll just call him Fauci on this channel, okay? So Fauci, the CDC is on there, and this was published back in 2017, but it started being thought about and acted upon in 2007. Also, there was comments where Bill Gates had made a comment saying, you know, there's going to be a pandemic if America ever suffered a pandemic. He made that comment. Obama made a comment in 2014 saying, you know, 5 to 10 years from now, if America suffers a pandemic. So we have the third person confirming it when Dr. Fauci said in 2017, just 3 years ago, America is going to be in for a surprise outbreak.
There's no doubt in anyone's mind that they will be faced with the challenges that their predecessors were faced with.
So it's real strange to me how a celebrity like him all of a sudden passed away and it's COVID-19. And guys, if it is true, beg my pardon, but I just had to put my commentary out there. Now we're going to go ahead and get right into the story about Thomas Tiny Lister Jr., the actor who starred in Friday. He also was Zeus in wrestling or something like that. Actor dead at 62 after apparently experiencing COVID-19 symptoms. Now it goes on to say, according to CNN, actor and wrestler Tommy Lister Jr., also known as Tiny, also known as Debo on Friday, was found dead in his home Thursday after experiencing COVID-19 symptoms, his manager told CNN. The 62-year-old actor started feeling sick a week ago, but his symptoms got really bad really quick, manager Cindy Cowan said. He couldn't breathe and felt very sick, she said. It literally went so fast, Cohen added. All right, so then it goes on to say, you all, add the link of this article down in the description, okay? So Lister was best known for his role as Debo in the Friday movie franchise alongside rapper Ice Cube. He also appeared with Hulk Hogan in the World Wrestling Entertainment movie No Holds Bar. And then it goes on to say, I'll have a couple of pictures to insert in here as well. Tommy Tiny Lister in Friday. Debo, all right, you got knocked the F out, man. God bless you. R.I.P. to you. May God keep your spirit with him, and may he comfort your family with peace that's left here to honor your memory. All right, bro? Nice knowing you, dude. Lister was supposed to have gone to set a few new movies last weekend. Lister was supposed to have gone to a set for a new movie last weekend. However, he called to cancel because he was feeling too weak. And it says here, y'all, that he had a hard time breathing, his manager said. Tiny doesn't miss movies. He took it very seriously, she said, and that would be Cohen. The actor then canceled plans for a panel scheduled Wednesday for a TV festival via Zoom, according to Cowan. It also goes on to say, she said her assistant went to Lister's house that day with some vitamins and antibiotics to check in. All right, vitamins and antibiotics. Was he taken to the doctors? Were they trying to treat him under the table? We all know what happened to Michael Jackson when they get these private nutritionists and nurse practitioners and doctors that be doing things on a down low. So that's something I hope the family will look into as well. They said that their assistant went to the house that day with some vitamins and antibiotics to check in. Also, you all, it says the concerned family members also started calling him Wednesday night. And I hope these same concerned family members would check on the vitamins and the antibiotics that was given to him as well. The calls went unanswered, Cohen says, so nobody could really get in touch with him, you all. The next day, a friend of Lister's went to the house and called the police for help when nobody came to the door. And that would be the wise thing to do, you all. Don't sit around. I mean, the first phone call, for the love of God. If you got that gut feeling, or even if you don't after the first phone call, sometimes it's important to act and keep calling. And then if you have that notion or gut feeling after the first phone call, by all means, act, people. You may be able to save somebody's life if you did not procrastinate in the situation. All right. So, it goes on to say Tiny Lister attends a Dear Frank movie premiere on August 10, 2019 in Los Angeles, California. That's a nice picture of him there. When deputies entered the home, they found Lister dead. Lister's death appears to be of natural causes, but will ultimately be determined by the Office of Medical Examiner's coroner. And again, it does not necessarily have to be COVID, but because they want to pander to the black people and because they want to use this trial vaccine on the black population, hoping it kill most of us, hoping it takes us out, hoping it helps them have cause and ground to meet their quota, because when they released the coronavirus in C-19, it was supposed to kill a certain amount of people. Remember, it went from just being a white elderly drug or whatever to now it's the black population, it's diabetes, it's smoking, it's careless, unsafe sex, it's the black population, and now we have what we have. Black celebrities going home to be with the Lord and being diagnosed as COVID-19 before the examiner can even do their thorough examination, right? So with that being said, be careful, guys, about what you see and what they're doing out here in this world. I really do believe that this is a a hoax or some kind of strange, sick joke and prank that they're playing on us. When people go in for natural causes unrelated to COVID, they're labeling everybody COVID, so it looked like our community is under attack with C-19 and we all need to run and get this vaccination to stay alive. But in turn, it's going to do more damage to our community than it should. And remember, James 4:7, y'all, says, for the love of God, please hear me out. Submit yourself to God and resist the devil. If we begin to resist everything the devil thrown at us, even its reparations, resist that, y'all. It's of the devil. Why do you want it? Now, I know they say the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just. That's something different. But to be out here begging for something from the enemy who took it from you in the beginning, when all you got to do is resist that and see what God would do for you, for us as a people, I can't explain it or express it enough, y'all. And I'm very passionate about this. Because the people you're listening to ain't speaking and telling you the truth. And the people who, like myself, is getting down to the nitty gritty, trying to break down every little thing they bring our way. When it comes to these man-made, manufactured vaccinations and viruses, they go hand in hand. If you could create a vaccination within 1 year, you could take time to create a virus in the same amount of time. Does that make sense, y'all? So it goes on to say that the death is still under investigation, the statement said. Now, with that being said, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all listen to this little video here, and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary.
What's up, Smoke?
Nah.
What you got on my drink?
Nah.
Don't lie. I love action-packed movies. You know, all kids do. All young boys do. And I'm still a young boy at heart. It's on crack that makes more sense than you.
Really?
Who's that?
Some woman claims to be Corbin's mother.
Well, give it here. Mrs. Dallas, this is the president. On behalf of the Federation, I would like to thank you.
Please, that doesn't even sound like him. The president's an idiot. You don't sound like an idiot.
So, as you see, guys, Mr. Lister's death appears to be of natural causes. And that's still to be determined by the coroner's office. And here's what his good friend Ice Cube has to say in a post on Twitter. So Ice Cube goes on to say, R.I.P. Tiny Debo Lister. America's favorite bully was a born entertainer who would pop into character at the drop of a hat, terrifying people on and off camera, followed by a big smile and laugh. Thank you for being a good dude at heart. I miss you already. And I do as well. He was one of my favorite characters. I always say for him to be a junior, he's such a big guy, right? You know how he's daddy's little boy? Well, he's just a kid at heart. Like he said, all his characters were embracing one way or the other. They just sucked you in, right? Now I'm going to go ahead and give you a little bit of commentary about his birth, his family, and things of that nature, and we'll go ahead and wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you, and I really do appreciate you guys for letting me do what I do on this channel. Thank you. All right, so Tiny Lister Jr., June 24th, 1958 to December 10th, 2020, R.I.P. Mr. Lister, was an American character actor and occasional professional wrestler known for his roles as the neighborhood bully Debo in the 1995 film Friday and his 2000 sequel, and as President Lindbergh in The Fifth Element. That was one of my good movies too. I forgot about The Fifth Element. Absolutely. That was with what is his name? Oh God. Oh, the lady who played in Power, Demi Moore. Die Hard. What is his name, y'all? Put it down below, please. Anyway, it goes on to say he had 2 short professional wrestling stints with Hulk Hogan in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, after appearing as Zeus in the 1989 movie No Holds Barred, and resuming the feud as Z Gangsta in 1996 for the World Championship Wrestling WCW. He was blind in his right eye. God bless him. So his early life, Lister was born in Compton, California on June 24th, 1958, blind in his right eye due to a detached and deformed retina. Later attended Palomar Junior College before transferring to Long Beach City College. For his sophomore year, God bless him, he was educated. While at Long Beach, he recorded a 52-foot, 16-meter shot put throw, which helped him to earn a scholarship to California State University at Los Angeles. In his senior year, he won the national shot put title with a mark of over 61 feet 8 inches. That's 18.8 centimeters. Lister was in the 1982 NCAA Division II National Shot Put Championship. It would have been nice if he could have made it to the Olympics, right? After college, Lister competed for the Converse Track Club, eventually raising his shot put mark, listen to this, guys, to 64 feet 3 inches, that's 19.58 meters, before trying out with the New Orleans Breakers of the United States Football League. All right, he wanted to go into football. He was cut after 2 exhibition games and opted to pursue acting instead. So a little bit about his acting career. Lister was best known as Debo from Friday. Debo was the neighborhood bully and antagonist to Ice Cube's character, Craig Jones. He reprised the role in the film's sequel, Next Friday, but did not appear in the 3rd film for the series, Friday After Next. He did, however, appear in Cube's directed debut, The Players Club. He also played in the role of Obodo and Mario Van Peebles' Posse, 1993. Lister had numerous guest appearances on TV series, including playing Clang, The First Kingdom, ever to make contact with humans, in the pilot episode of Star Trek Enterprise. I remember that as well, guys. He co-starred in a 2-part episode of the courtroom series Matlock as Matlock's imprisoned bodyguard. I believe I remember that as well. I was big on Matlock growing up. He also appeared in season 7, episode 09 of In the Heat of the Night. That was another big show in our household, right? So it goes on to say Lister's film roles include playing a prisoner in The Dark Knight, Austin Powers in Goldmember, and The Human Centipede 3 final sequence. Lister was featured in The Fifth Element as the Galactic President. He appeared in the Adam Sandler film Little Nicky. I definitely remember that because that's one of my best movies, as Nicky's older brother Cassius.
In today's gospel, the Lord tells us how we should live if we wish to attain the splendor of heaven, or something like that. Jesus this, Moses that, Abraham hit me with a wiffle ball bat. Yep, the Lord sure did say a lot of hibbity, jibbity, bibbity, swibbity. But has he ever really done anything for any of us? Has he ever put a Jaguar XJR in my driveway? No.
I love that car.
Has the Lord given any of my enemies the herpes?
Herpes?
No.
The Lord gave my son the strength to get off drugs.
Ma'am, I know your son, and And believe me, he was better off on the drugs. At least when he was smoking hashish, he used to make me laugh occasionally.
After we tried for many years, the Lord finally helped my wife conceive a baby.
No. Your best friend Fitzy helped your wife conceive a baby. He helped her conceive it all night long. Hey. How about you, Mayor? Has the Lord ever done anything for you?
Well, I wished I could think of something, but to be honest with you, I can't. I can't think of a damn thing he's ever done for me. Kind of makes you wonder if there even is a Lord. If there even is an ultimate punishment for our so-called sins. Why don't we all just have fun and do whatever the hell we want?
Let the sin begin.
Let the sin begin. That was a good one. This is so much fun. I never wanted to end. Why should it end? Who's gonna stop us? I'm gonna mind wrestle you whether you like it or not.
Well, I have to warn you, I'm getting pretty good at it.
Then I guess I can't make you do this.
Okay, Mercy, do it. I was sent here to take you back, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Don't make me take out the shovel again, Trick.
I think we're about to see a devil show down there.
You know, Dad got sick when you guys left.
I'm glad he's dying. Because it's my turn now.
You're gonna wish you never
Wiki
said
is a
that.
funny movie, y'all. Funny movie. Anyway, listed was the main police officer in Millionaire Riding video and reprised his role as a police officer in Cam Millionaire's 2012 single show Love. He has also appeared in the Ice Cube's video of Friday from the Friday soundtrack and You Can Do It from the Next Friday soundtrack. Also listed appeared via both original footage and film clips from the movie. He was also in the videos for Young Bleeds, How You Do That, French Montana's, I Told Him, and 50 Cent's Many Men Wish Death. Lister also portrayed Sancho in the Sublime music video Santeria. In the Quentin Tarantino, one of my good favorite movie makers, film Jackie Brown, he played Bell Agent Winston, who finds people who don't want to be found. And in 2015, listed film Busy Day in Albuquerque, New Mexico. The film was produced by Tomas Nadas, and also Lister had a supporting role in the 2006 Disney animated movie Zootopia as the voice of the diminutive Fennec Fox. Fennec. He also appeared in a commercial that year for Ballpark brand beef jerky, advertised as tough but tender. And guys, you can go over to Wikipedia and find out more about his legal problems. Let's just say on August 31st, 2012, Lister agreed to plead guilty to conspiring to commit mortgage fraud in a scheme that led to $3.8 million in losses. He was charged with fraudulently buying homes in order to withdraw $1.1 million in home equity loans. As of April 12, 2014, bail and confident of avoiding prison, he stated, "What's so cool about God and our government is that you can make a mistake and they will forgive you if you are just a good person and trying to do right." He had health problems by age 55. He was type 2 diabetes. Also, it says Listed was diagnosed with COVID-19 in 2020, but overcame the illness. He became ill with symptoms similar to COVID-19 a second time early in December, such as weakness and trouble breathing, which forced him to cancel shooting for a film. His manager, Cindy McGowan, it says Cindy Cohen in the other article, who said it was not normal for him to miss filmings because concerned had become concerned and sent her assistant to the house to give him vitamins and antibiotics, whatever that means again, guys. He also canceled an appearance on a TV festival, which was set to air on Zoom. Concerned families tried calling Lister on December 9, 2020, but these calls went unanswered. And on December 10, 2020, police who were called to check on him for a welfare check found him dead at his home in Marina del Rey, California. The coroner's office is investigating his cause of death, which appeared natural. He was 62 years old. And with that being said, shalom everybody. God bless you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please go ahead and subscribe down below. Click the notification bell so you're notified when I go upload live and or premiere. And also don't forget to like this video and share this video, guys. It's important that you help get my voice out there, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Peace. Or better yet, shalom.